Have you ever wondered why some people struggle with money their whole lives while others seem to thrive effortlessly? The truth is, it's not just about how much you earn, it's about how you manage it. In today's video, we're uncovering 15 money habits that keep people poor. These are traps that millions fall into daily, often without even realizing it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's holding you back and how to break free. So, grab a notepad, hit that subscribe button, and let's start rewriting your financial story. Habit 1. Living paycheck to paycheck. Meet Sarah. She's hardworking and earns a decent income, but every month, her money seems to vanish before she even knows it. Sound familiar? Living paycheck to paycheck is a common struggle for many people. It's a cycle that keeps you anchored in financial stress. The problem isn't always income, it's spending without a plan. You see, wealthy individuals often prioritize saving and investing first. They put their financial future before their current desires. In contrast, poor habits lead to spending whatever comes in, leaving little room for growth or emergencies. If you find yourself in this cycle, you're not alone, but it's crucial to take control and break free. Want to know the first step? Start by tracking every dollar that comes and goes. This awareness can be eye-opening and reveal where leaks are happening in your budget. Next, set aside your savings before anything else. Even a small amount can add up over time, building a safety net that allows for financial freedom later. Creating a budget might seem daunting, but it's empowering. It gives you control over your money rather than letting it control you. Sarah began to document her expenses and was shocked to find how much she was spending on non-essentials. She quickly adjusted her habits, started saving a portion of her income first, and noticed a shift in her financial health. It all begins with small steps, like preparing meals at home rather than eating out, or setting up an automatic transfer to a savings account right when her paycheck arrives. Are you ready to stop being a slave to your next paycheck? With determination and discipline, you can shift from surviving to thriving. Keep watching, because the next chapter reveals another silent wealth killer. Take charge and transform your financial life, because you deserve a future that isn't dictated by your next paycheck. Picture this. You're on a road trip without a map. That's what managing money without a budget looks like. Many people think budgeting is restrictive, but it's actually freeing. Without a budget, your money is like water slipping through your fingers. You'll never know where it's going. By setting clear limits and goals, you're taking control instead of letting your expenses control you. Do you know where your money went last month? If not, stick around to learn another money mistake that's just as common. Ignoring budgeting is like ignoring a compass. Without it, you're wandering aimlessly. A budget is more than a spreadsheet or an app. It's a blueprint for financial freedom. When you don't budget, you risk overspending in areas that don't align with your priorities. It's easy to lose sight of your financial goals when you aren't tracking your expenses. Many people avoid budgeting because it seems time-consuming or restrictive. Yet, the beauty of budgeting is in its ability to give you a clear picture of your financial situation, empowering you to make informed decisions. Have you ever reached the end of the month and wondered where your paycheck has gone? That's the result of not having a budget. A budget can help you plan for future expenses, save for big purchases, and still have room for enjoyment. Imagine being prepared for emergencies, vacations, or sudden opportunities. It all starts with a budget. Creating a budget doesn't have to be complicated. Start by documenting your income and fixed expenses, like rent and utilities. Then, estimate what you spend on groceries, entertainment, and dining out. Compare these with your financial goals. Are you saving enough for retirement or emergency funds? Adjust where necessary. Think of budgeting as your financial GPS. It sets you on the right path and helps you avoid unnecessary detours. Each month, review your progress and make adjustments. Over time, budgeting becomes second nature, offering peace of mind and financial security in a world full of uncertainties. In the next chapter, we'll dive deeper into another common financial pitfall. But for now, remember, budgeting doesn't confine you. It frees you to live the life you want without financial stress. Here's to taking the driver's seat in your financial journey. Next is habit 3, relying on credit cards for lifestyle. Picture this, a world adorned with designer clothes, fancy dinners at high-end restaurants, and spontaneous vacations to exotic destinations. It sounds like a dream, right? But for Jack, it's a reality that's quickly turning into a nightmare. Jack's lifestyle is built entirely on the shaky foundation of credit. Every swipe of his card takes him further into an abyss of debt. He relishes in the momentary joy of acquiring new things, yet each purchase traps him in a financial maze that's becoming harder to escape. Credit cards can indeed be invaluable tools when wielded with care and thoughtfulness. They offer convenience, rewards, and sometimes even a sense of financial protection. However, relying on them to maintain an illusion of affluence or a lifestyle that's beyond our means is akin to stepping into quicksand. The danger lies in the illusion that it's not costing anything at all. There's a stark difference in how the wealthy and the poor use credit. The affluent leverage credit to create opportunities, invest, and grow their wealth further. They understand its potential to expand rather than drain. In contrast, those struggling financially often use credit cards as a lifeline to merely get by, unwittingly sinking deeper into hardship. They end up paying heavily for past pleasures. So reflection time. Are credit cards silently keeping you broke? It's important to evaluate whether they're a tool or a crutch in your financial journey. Ask yourself if each purchase aligns with your true financial state and goals. Sometimes, the facade of prosperity can cost more than it rewards. In the next chapter, we'll uncover yet another habit that swiftly drains your wallet, accelerating right past good intentions and savings. Stay tuned, and let's untangle our financial habits together. Up next, let's talk about Lisa. She always says, "I'll start investing when I earn more." But as years pass, she never gets around to it. What Lisa doesn't realize is that she's losing out on the most powerful wealth-building tool available: time. You see, the earlier you start investing, the more compound interest can work its magic. It's like planting a tree. Time and nature do the heavy lifting. Waiting means Lisa will need to invest significantly more to reach the same financial results than if she'd started earlier. Think about this. If you start investing $100 a month at age 25 with an average annual return of 7%, by the time you hit 65, you could have over $240,000. But if you wait until 35 to start, you'd have less than $120,000 by 65. That's the hidden cost of delaying your investment journey. Compounding has a snowball effect. The longer your money is invested, the larger that snowball can grow. Yet so many, like Lisa, are waiting for the right moment, a raise, a new job, or a bonus, but the perfect time doesn't exist. Each day that passes is a missed opportunity for your money to grow. Your future wealth isn't just about how much you save, it's about how long you give your investments to appreciate. By starting now, however little, you harness the power of compound interest. And remember, investing isn't about risking all or nothing. It's about making smart, informed choices to gradually build your wealth. Ask yourself, are you waiting for the perfect time to invest? Chances are, like it did for Lisa, more time will merely slip away. So don't let the fear of not having enough stop you from starting. Even a modest investment can make a huge difference over time. In the next chapter, we'll explore the hidden cost of this delay, how waiting even just a few years can drastically impact your financial future. Stay tuned, and let's plan to make your money work for you, not against you. Imagine Tom, an ordinary guy who finds himself captivated by the gleam of sales signs and enticing discounts. Like many of us, Tom feels an irresistible pull whenever he spots a sale, no matter how insignificant the item may be. Be it a flashy gadget, a new pair of sneakers, or a kitchen tool he's unlikely to use, Tom buys. Each purchase feels rewarding, a rush of excitement, a moment of joy, a small treat to uplift his day. Yet each seemingly harmless purchase forms part of a bigger picture, a pattern that emerges over time. As the month progresses, these small indulgences accumulate, slowly eroding his bank balance. Soon, Tom finds himself anxiously waiting for payday, puzzled at the dwindling numbers in his account. Impulse buying feels exhilarating in the moment, a quick hit of excitement, a satisfying immediate gratification. But when the initial thrill fades, Tom is left with items that add little value to his life and a financial situation that causes stress and anxiety. Impulse buying, it turns out, is a silent thief that chips away at our financial stability. Those unchecked splurges, harmless as they might seem, can utterly derail your savings goals and create a cycle of spending that becomes hard to break. Are you finding yourself in a similar pattern? Are impulse purchases draining your wealth? Remember, awareness is the first step to change. In the next habit, we'll dive into another common trap. We'll explore and understand why we often find ourselves stuck in these financial pitfalls and how to reclaim control over our spending habits. Stay tuned as we uncover practical tips to break free from these patterns and set ourselves on a path toward financial stability and success. Habit 6. Neglecting emergency funds. An emergency fund is like a financial safety net, yet so many people ignore it. Imagine this, living paycheck to paycheck, thinking you're handling your finances well until an unexpected event hits. Meet Anna. She was caught off guard by sudden medical bills. With no emergency fund, Anna had no choice but to borrow money at high interest rates. This turned a temporary setback into a long-term financial burden. For Anna, and many like her, a lack of preparation transformed a medical issue into a debt crisis. But why do so many of us neglect emergency funds? Perhaps it's the temptation to focus on more immediate desires. Or maybe it's because life is busy, and setting aside funds for a just-in-case scenario doesn't feel urgent. However, when surprise expenses arise, and they will, a financial buffer can mean the difference between a manageable inconvenience and a spiraling disaster. Consider the benefits of having an emergency fund. It offers peace of mind, knowing you can handle life's unexpected turns. Financial experts recommend having 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses saved up. This safety net empowers you to face situations like sudden job loss, car repairs, or medical emergencies without resorting to high-interest loans or credit card debt. For those just starting, even setting aside a small amount consistently can build up over time. The important part is to start. Begin by assessing your monthly expenses. Determine what 3 to 6 months of those costs would be. Set achievable savings goals and automate the process. Even small contributions can accumulate surprisingly quickly and act as a cushion when you need it most. Ask yourself, do you have a safety net for life surprises? Neglecting an emergency fund leaves you vulnerable, but taking steps today can provide security tomorrow. Prioritize your emergency fund now and turn today's small sacrifices into tomorrow's peace of mind. Stay prepared, stay secure, and protect your financial future from the unexpected. Here's a tough truth. Many people stay broke trying to look rich. This is habit 7, spending to impress others. Whether it's the latest iPhone, luxury brands, or expensive cars, spending to impress others keeps you trapped in a financial cycle that's hard to escape. Instead of building a solid financial foundation, you find yourself struggling with debt and stress. The wealthy focus on accumulating assets that generate income and grow over time. In contrast, those who are less financially secure often spend to maintain appearances. It's a cycle where outward image takes precedence over financial health. But here's the secret. True wealth doesn't need to be flaunted. The quiet millionaire next door might drive an old car and wear simple clothes, but they have financial peace of mind. They understand that financial security is not measured by material possessions, but by freedom and choices. Are your spending habits allowing you to reach your financial goals, or are they keeping you stuck in a race to impress others? Ask yourself, is it worth sacrificing long-term stability for short-term admiration? The urge to impress can be strong. Social media amplifies this desire, with endless feeds showcasing lifestyles of glamour and luxury. But remember, what you see online often hides the realities of credit card debt and financial strain. To break free, shift your mindset. Prioritize your financial needs and aspirations over societal pressures and trends. Embrace living below your means and focus on investing in what genuinely brings you satisfaction and security. It's not easy, but it's possible. Start by setting clear financial goals that align with your values and commit to them. Surround yourself with people who understand and support your journey towards financial independence. Keep reminding yourself, true wealth is not about showing off. It's about having the freedom to live life on your terms. Are you spending for yourself or for others? The next habit uncovers a critical mindset shift. Have you ever stopped to wonder how many subscriptions you actually use? In today's digital age, subscriptions have become a seamless part of our lives. From streaming services like Netflix and Spotify to gym memberships and digital tools, we are surrounded by enticing offers of free trials and monthly plans. But here's the catch. Unused subscriptions are silent money drains. Take Emily, for instance. She signed up for a few apps and services, intrigued by the initial promise. But soon she realized she was paying a staggering $300 a year for services she didn't even use. Canceling them was a simple move that immediately freed up cash, which she redirected into her savings. So let's pose a question. Could unused subscriptions be draining your bank account? This is habit 8, overpaying for subscriptions, another habit that quietly chips away at your wealth. Many of us subscribe to services with the best intentions, hoping to use them to their full potential. However, life gets in the way, and months pass by without a single glance at that premium service. Before you know it, the automatic deductions become background noise that you barely notice. To combat this, it's essential to conduct a regular audit of your subscriptions. Make a list and be honest about how often you really use each one. Is that magazine subscription still bringing you joy, or does it sit unread each month? Are you actually using that premium music app, or do you mostly listen to free playlists? If an app or service hasn't been touched in over a month, reconsider its value in your life. Imagine reallocating that money towards something meaningful, be it a holiday fund, paying off debts, or boosting your emergency savings. A few dollars saved here and there may not seem significant, but when added up, it can contribute towards bigger financial goals. To wrap up, unused subscriptions might seem harmless, but their cost can quickly snowball into a significant financial drain. Ask yourself today, what non-essential subscriptions can I cut to optimize my finances? Taking this simple step can make a world of difference for your bank account and peace of mind. Be proactive and make the change today. Imagine trying to hit a target without knowing where it is. That's what happens when you don't set financial goals. Welcome to Habit 9, not setting financial goals. A habit that can quietly sabotage your financial future without you even realizing it. The wealthy don't leave their financial future to chance. They create clear, actionable goals. Whether it's saving for a dream house, building an emergency fund, or hitting a retirement target, they know exactly where they want to go. And they create a roadmap to get there. Without concrete goals, it's easy to drift along financially. It's like sailing without a compass. You may find yourself spending on things that bring temporary pleasure but hold little value in the long run. Those impulse buys, the trendy gadgets, the regular takeaway dinners, they all add up. And before you know it, those dollars could have been steps on a path to financial stability. So ask yourself, do you know where you're headed financially? Do you have savings targets, investment plans, or an eye on the future? If not, you're in good company. Many people don't. But the difference between those who build wealth and those who don't often lies in making these plans. Imagine a future where your financial goals are clear and within reach, where you're not stressed about unexpected bills or looming retirements. Wouldn't that feel empowering? Setting financial goals isn't just about the money. It's about enhancing your quality of life, reducing stress, and increasing freedom. And it doesn't have to be complicated. Start simple. Set a target for an emergency fund or plan for a holiday without going into debt. Once you start to see the results, it becomes easier and even exciting to set and reach bigger financial goals. As we wrap up this discussion on financial goals, take a moment to reflect. What is one financial goal you can set today that will make your future self thank you? Do you have a clear financial plan? If not, the next habit will show you why planning is critical. Stay tuned and discover how planning becomes the cornerstone of financial success. Remember, setting financial goals is not just a habit, it's a game changer. Let's aim higher, plan wisely, and live a life without financial regrets. Knowledge is power, and nowhere is that truer than with money. Many people stay poor simply because they never learn about personal finance, investing, or budgeting. Rich people constantly educate themselves by reading books, watching videos, or taking courses. They know that financial literacy is the foundation of wealth. Welcome to our topic today, Habit 10, Avoiding Financial Education. Now you might be asking, why does financial education matter so much? It's simple. Without understanding the basics of how money works, you're stumbling through life blindfolded. Financial education equips you with the tools to manage your money effectively, make informed decisions, and ultimately, build your wealth. Yet, despite its obvious importance, many avoid it entirely. One common misconception is that financial education is complicated or boring, but like any skill, starting small is key. Begin with topics like budgeting or saving strategies, and gradually explore more complex subjects like investments and retirement planning. The important thing is to start and be consistent. So why do so many people ignore financial education? Fear can be a major factor. The fear of facing financial problems or fear of failure can be paralyzing. But instead of shying away from it, confront it head-on. Every small piece of knowledge gained builds your understanding and confidence. Also, let's talk about habit formation. Just like any other habit, becoming financially knowledgeable takes practice and persistence. Carve out some time each week dedicated to learning. Whether it's reading a few pages of a finance book, watching a short informative video, or just following the latest financial news. And remember, you're not too old to start learning. There's a treasure trove of resources available, from online courses and apps to podcasts and blogs. Accessibility has never been easier, so take advantage of these resources. But don't just hoard knowledge, apply what you learn. Create a budget, diversify your investments, or pay off debt. Whatever it may be, make it tangible. Debt can be a powerful tool when used wisely, but for many, it becomes a financial trap. Welcome to another episode focusing on the crucial habits that can either build or break your financial health. That is our next habit number 11, ignoring debt management. It's the whispered downfall of many, yet it's a conversation often pushed to the back burner. High-interest loans are like quicksand. The more you ignore them, the deeper you sink. Making only minimum payments is akin to treading water with a weight strapped to your feet. You're not getting anywhere, and eventually you'll go under. Wealthy individuals approach debt with a strategic mindset. They tackle their debt aggressively, pinpointing high-interest accounts and prioritizing their payoff. It's about taking control before the debt takes control of you. High-interest debts, like credit card balances, student loans, or payday loans, grow faster than you might anticipate. Failure to address these promptly transforms them from manageable nuisances into insurmountable burdens. Avoiding unnecessary borrowing is another pillar of smart debt management. It's easy to confuse wants with needs when credit is readily available. However, every choice to borrow carries future consequences. Borrow with caution, knowing that every dollar borrowed comes with a price tag of interest. So what does it mean to truly manage debt? It's about creating a realistic plan, managing your budget wisely, and making consistent payments that exceed the minimum. Visibility is key. Knowing what you owe and having a clear repayment plan spells the difference between financial independence and financial ruin. Is debt holding you back? Are these financial chains stopping you from achieving your dreams and goals? Do you know where your money goes every month? If not, it's a recipe for financial chaos. Welcome to today's video where we explore Habit 12, not tracking expenses. Too often we find ourselves wondering why there's always more month than money. Tracking expenses is not just a task for accountants or the ultra-wealthy. It's a vital habit for anyone aiming for financial stability and independence. Consider this. Every dollar you spend is a dollar that could have been saved or invested. When you don't track your expenses, you miss the warning signals of unnecessary leaks in your budget. These small, unnoticed leaks can turn into a financial flood faster than you'd expect. Tracking expenses sheds light on where adjustments need to be made. It empowers you to cut back on indulgences that do not align with your goals and helps prioritize spending on things that do. Wealthy individuals make it a point to review their spending regularly. They understand that financial control is not about limiting freedom, but enhancing it. By knowing exactly where their money is going, they can confidently allocate resources for things they truly value. This discipline in tracking is a foundation for their success. For them, financial tracking is not a chore, but a routine. So, how do you start? List your monthly income and expenses. Break out the pen and paper or use budgeting apps that make the process seamless. Begin with essentials, housing, food, utilities, then move to discretionary spending. When you see all your expenses laid out, it becomes clear where you can cut back. Perhaps you're spending more on dining out than you realized, or splurging on subscriptions you rarely use. This is the golden opportunity to reclaim your budget and redirect that money towards debt repayment, savings, or investments. Every penny accounted for is a step closer to financial freedom. Have you ever considered how those seemingly trivial expenses might be quietly draining your wallet? Welcome to Habit 13, Underestimating Small Expenses. Every day, millions of people indulge in that morning coffee run or grab a quick snack on the go without giving it a second thought. These purchases, while individually small, can collectively snowball into a significant sum over time. Just think about it. Spending just $5 a day on coffee translates to over $1,800 a year. Imagine what else you could do with that money. Rich people understand this principle well. They pay close attention to the small details, aware that these tiny expenses can have a massive impact on their financial health. They know that saving even a little can add up to significant wealth over time. It's about leveraging these hidden opportunities to build a more robust financial future. For many, it's not about denying oneself the simple pleasures. Instead, it's about recognizing where money is ebbing away unnoticed and making mindful decisions about those costs. When you consciously decide to cut back on one small expense, you're not just saving that dollar amount today. You're setting in motion a positive financial habit, one that could lead to bigger savings down the line. Now, you might wonder, why does this matter? It's not about depriving yourself, but about ensuring your money is working as hard as you are. Every financial decision, no matter how small, can contribute to your overall wealth. By appreciating the significance of minor expenses, we can avoid the trap of letting our money slip away unnoticed and instead channel it towards building substantial savings. Are these tiny expenses silently keeping you broke? It's time to evaluate your spending habits and make conscious decisions. Does your mindset limit your financial potential? The second last habit could be the most important one to break. That is habit number 14, having a scarcity mindset. Many people believe wealth is only for a lucky few, a notion rooted deeply in a scarcity mindset. This way of thinking whispers that resources are limited, success is rare, and wealth is determined by fate or a select few's privilege. This mindset erects barriers, keeping people from taking risks, learning new skills, or making crucial investments. It breeds fear of failure and nurtures a comfort zone where dreams are endlessly deferred. But let me ask you this. What if the real secret to financial success lies not just in actions, but first in thoughts? Wealthy individuals, on the other hand, embrace an abundance mindset. They see opportunities everywhere, as plentiful as the air we breathe. They believe that wealth isn't just for the lucky, it's achievable for anyone willing to work for it. They're not restricted by fear, but driven by possibility. With an abundance mindset, setbacks become setups for comebacks, and failures are merely lessons in disguise. It's about shifting perspective from I can't and I don't have to what if and how can I. By adopting this mindset, they find paths others overlook and create value in places others deem worthless. It's not about reckless risks. It's about calculated chances and continuous learning. Changing your mindset from scarcity to abundance doesn't mean ignoring challenges. It means recognizing that your potential isn't fixed. Opportunity lies in every challenge, and wealth can be built with perseverance, adaptability, and an open mind. Your mindset molds your reality. The limitations are oftentimes self-imposed, a prison created by fear of scarcity. The key to unlocking your financial potential lies in breaking free from these self-imposed shackles and embracing the possibilities of an abundant world. So ask yourself, are you ready to make that change? Meet Jake. He's the guy who always says, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow turns into months, and months turn into years. Jake is stuck in a cycle of procrastination, especially when it comes to his finances. This habit of delay is one of the biggest reasons people stay poor. It's easy to think you'll start saving, investing, or learning about finances later when the time is just right. But here's a secret. The perfect time doesn't exist. Successful people, those who build wealth, know the value of acting quickly. They don't wait for all conditions to be ideal. Instead, they seize opportunities as they come. They start saving, even if it's just a little. They invest, even if it's intimidating. They educate themselves, even if it means stepping out of their comfort zone. Procrastination in financial decisions is like a thief. It steals opportunities, growth, and potential wealth. By delaying, you allow valuable time to slip away, time that could have been used to grow your money, learn new financial skills, or build a secure future. Every day you wait is a day you could have made progress. Are you putting off decisions that could change your life? Maybe you've been meaning to start an emergency fund, or perhaps you've been delaying a conversation with a financial advisor. Whatever it is, the longer you wait, the harder it becomes to start. But breaking free is possible. Begin by recognizing your triggers for procrastination. What thoughts or situations lead you to put things off? Once you know them, it becomes easier to overcome them. Set clear, actionable goals with specific deadlines. This will give you the structure you need to make progress. Start small. If saving, begin with just $5 a week. Small steps build habits. Educate yourself through resources that are readily available, like online courses or books on financial literacy. Consider accountability partners who can encourage you to stick to your financial goals. Acting today can set you on a path to financial freedom. Don't let procrastination hold you back. Remember, the best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is now. Take action and watch your future transform. And there you have it, 15 money habits that keep you poor. Recognizing these habits is the first step to breaking free and building a better financial future. Whether it's impulse spending, ignoring your budget, or neglecting savings. Each habit chips away at the wealth you could be building. Which of these habits resonated most with you? Take a moment to reflect on how they might be impacting your financial journey. Awareness is key. Once you know what to look out for, you can steer clear of the pitfalls and focus on positive change. We'd love to hear from you. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Perhaps you've overcome a few of these habits yourself and can provide insight for others on a similar path. Your input not only helps you, but it can also guide and inspire fellow viewers. So don't be shy, join the conversation, and let us know your thoughts. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more life-changing content. By doing so, you're supporting our mission to provide valuable insights and practical solutions to improve your everyday life.